Let us now consider the rules to be followed in the case of addition and subtraction of significant figures. What is the rule? It says that the answer has the same number of decimal places as the measurement with the fewest decimal places. For example, let the numbers to be added be 25.2 and 1.34. The number 25.2 has one decimal place. What about 1.34? It has two decimal places. So out of the two numbers given, which has the fewest decimal places? It is 25.2. How many decimal places? Only one. Therefore, the answer 26.54 should also have only one decimal place. That is, 26.54 has two decimal places. It should have only one decimal place. So how can we write the answer? The answer can be written as 26.5. When we write 26.54 as 26.5, it will have only, the answer will have only one decimal place. So that is the rule. In the case of multiplication and division of significant figures, the result should have the same number of significant figures as the measurement with the fewest number of significant figures. For example, let the numbers to be multiplied be taken as 5.02, 89,665 and 0.10. Out of these three numbers, which has the fewest number of significant figures? It is 0.10. It has only two significant figures, whereas 5.02 has three significant figures and 89,665 has five significant figures. So out of the three numbers, since the fewest number of significant figures is with 0.10 and that is 2, the answer 45.0118 should also have only two significant figures. Therefore, the answer 45.0118 should be written as 45. Now consider the next example, that is division. 5.892 divided by 6.10. How many significant figures are there in the number 5.892? 4 significant figures. What about the next number 6.10? 3 significant figures. So the answer 0.96590 should also have only 3 significant figures. So the answer is written as 0.966. Dimensional analysis. While doing calculations, there will be a need to convert units from one system to the other, like meter to millimeter or kilometer to centimeter or liter to milliliter. The method used to convert the units from one system to another is known as dimensional analysis or unit factor method. How can you convert 3 inch to centimeter? For that, start with the relationship between the two units. You should know that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. After that, find the unit factor. See, while finding the unit factor, the units must be maintained along with numbers. That is important. So here in this case, we can write the unit factor as 1 inch by 2.54 centimeter is equal to 2.54 centimeter by 1 inch is equal to 1. Now, after finding the unit factor, 3 inch should be multiplied by a suitable unit factor so that it gets converted into centimeter. So in this case, 3 inch should be multiplied by which unit factor? Is it 1 inch by 2.54 centimeter or 2.54 centimeter by 1 inch? It should be 2.54 centimeter by 1 inch. Then only the inch and inch will get cancelled. So when you multiply 3 inch by the unit factor 2.54 centimeter by 1 inch and inch will get cancelled and you will get the answer as equal to 7.62 centimeter. There are 5 laws of chemical combination. Law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Law of constant proportion states that the same compound always contains the same elements combined together in the same fixed proportion by weight. Law of multiple proportion states that when two elements combine to give more than one compound, The different masses of one of the elements which combine with a fixed mass of the other are in the ratio of small whole numbers. Gay-Lussac's law of combining volumes states that when gases combine or are produced in a chemical reaction, they do so in simple ratio by volume, provided all the gases are at the same temperature and pressure. Avogadro's law states that equal volumes of all gases under the same conditions of temperature and pressure should contain equal number of molecules.